formed a club called the New York Squash Club.
Yes, which is amazing that that name was available. So we are an LGBT squash organization. And then we thought, well, let's start an Instagram account and try and advertise a little bit and see who else is out there.
Hi, welcome to another Boast About It. I'm here with Matt Pisanelli. Matt has done something incredible. He's formed a little club within a club, so at Open Squash, and the front desk has told me it's the favorite activity that they have in the entire schedule. So I thought we have to talk to you. Matt,
Appreciate
welcome.
it. Thank you very much.
Before we get into what the activity is, let's keep everyone in suspense. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Let's start with, how did you start playing squash?
Sure. So I went to boarding school and I tried out for the JV squash team, and I did not make the cut.
Oh, that would be like me. I would never make the cut.
Yeah, but it did ignite enthusiasm for squash.
Yeah.
And I went to Exeter, and I think we've got like 20 squash courts there. So it was easy to play casually in high school. I continued to play casually in college, and then after that, I say casually like 4 or 5 times a year. Definitely not frequent.
Very casually.
Yes, yes, very casually. Casually enough to own one racket, but to not know where the racket was each time I went to play. And then in 2016, my career took me to Baltimore. So I moved from New York to Baltimore.
And just, I think you told me earlier you work for T. Rowe Price?
Yep, I work for T. Rowe Price, a great company headquartered in Baltimore.
Hence why you went to Baltimore.
Exactly, so I moved
and
down.
what do you do for them?
I run a sales team. We're an asset management firm.
Yeah.
So helping the market understand our capabilities and how they can help meet their investment goals over time.
Yeah.
But Maryland, Baltimore in particular, is also home to the Maryland Club. So I joined the Maryland Club, which is an outstanding squash club there,
Yeah.
and really started to
Is
play
that
more
the,
regularly.
is that the-
Yes, I am repping the Maryland Club. I needed something squash themed, and this
Fantastic.
was on the top of the pile.
Fantastic, yeah.
Yeah, so over the last couple of years, I've started to play more regularly. I did move back to New York, so I live in New York now.
When did you move back?
So I came back to New York full time in 2024.
And you joined here, I assume.
Yeah, so one of my good friends, Jeffrey Schneider, is a member here, and started playing here with him, and very quickly realized it's a great location. I live in Chelsea. The 2-3 train is really easy to get here, so
Bada bing.
joined Open Squash FIDI,
Yeah.
and it's an amazing facility.
Thank you. And then somewhere on this journey, you formed a club called the New York Squash Club.
Yes. Which is amazing that that name was available. So we are an LGBT squash organization, and we found, we knew, friends of friends. We started to develop a kind of a regular group that were playing together, and then we thought, well, let's start an Instagram account and try and advertise a little bit and see who else is out there.
Yeah, and this, by the way, this LGBT New York Squash Club is the thing that the front desk likes over everything else. They just say that your members are so friendly, and they just...
We like to turn the music up.
Yeah, you turn the music up, you just, I don't know what it is that you're doing, but they love you.
Yes, it's great to hear. We love them. We're very appreciative. We're often here on Sundays right before closing, so hopefully we're a good group for them.
Yeah. I see, actually, I think this might be the first time you have all the courts, as you're going to close us down tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah, it's our first full, normally we get 3 or 4 courts,
Yeah.
but tomorrow we're doing our first tournament / pizza party / general party. So we're really excited. We've got the whole club for a couple hours tomorrow afternoon.
So you were playing with one guy, you decided to invite a couple of friends, you started an Instagram account. How big is it? Like what?
Yeah, so over the course of 2025, we had about 110 people come to at least one of our events.
Wow, that's huge.
Yeah, it's huge. And we've had people all over the spectrum. We have people come who've never held a racket before.
Yeah.
And then my favorite is when someone turns up and they beat everyone, and we're like, have you played before? And the most recent example was, he played Varsity at an Ivy League school. So we've really got the whole gamut from true beginner to really advanced experts.
I love that. And do you do it at the same time every week?
We are most often on a couple Thursday nights
Yeah.
each month, and then a couple Sunday afternoons.
And if someone wants to connect with you and sort of come to it, what do they have to do?
So the easiest thing to do is to connect with us on Instagram, NYC Squash Club. We're very easy to find there. Also, if you contact Open Squash, they can put you in touch with us directly.
Yeah, I'm sure that the front desk staff loves them, so I'm sure that'll true.
Yes.
Sort of, do you charge a fee for coming to it? What do you?
So we started out kind of like an informal. We tried to collect like $20 or $30 a person. Open Squash has been awesome. They now handle all the booking and reservations for us, so it's a modest
So you just
fee.
put it on there, and someone just has to register, and you're good to go.
Yep.
It's just like any other round robin.
Yes, and selfishly, I'm really happy to be out of the RSVP and payment collection business. So, really grateful again to Open Squash.
I've run organizations. I used to run one called Double Dot, which was people who worked in media and tech. And I was forever chasing down $20 from people. So yes, congratulations. You do not want to be in that business.
We're very grateful again to Open Squash.
Yeah. And I assume now that you know where your squash racket is.
Not only do I know where it is, I know where all three of them are.
You have three of them? Oh my God.
I keep one of them in Maryland, one of them here at Open Squash, and one of them in my coat closet in my apartment in New York.
Oh, you're as bad as me. So I'm assuming you're now playing at least maybe a couple of times a week, is that?
My goal is to play every week. Sometimes I get lucky and I can play 2 or 3 times, but usually like 4 to 6 times a month.
And has your game improved?
You know, I'm surprised, but it's gotten better.
It has?
Yeah, apparently the more you play, the better you get.
I've heard something about practice and repetition.
Yes. I've also taken some lessons over the last year just to try and brush up a little bit. Open Squash runs some really great clinics, which are usually 3 or 4 people. So I've done a few of those, which is a great way to get instruction and some structured play.
Right.
So I'm actually left-handed in everything except squash, which for some reason I play squash right-handed. Now, I injured my shoulder about 1.5 years ago. So for about 4 months, I played lefty and was just as bad with my left hand as I am with my right hand.
But that means you were just as good. I mean, so
exactly.
You could be ambidextrous.
Yes.
Have you seen players that play?
So I've watched some YouTube
hands?
videos of them. Yeah, it's a way to always be on your forehand.
Yeah. There's a couple of players, and one of the pros here, I think she was poised to be a top 10 squash player.
Oh, well.
She injured her hand and then taught herself to play with the left hand.
Oh, amazing.
Because she couldn't hit a backhand.
Okay.
So and she still does that. I have no idea how that happens.
Oh,
but
that's incredible.
It's incredible. Yeah. So you haven't thought of it.
I'm back to playing with my right hand.
You're back to playing with your right hand.
Yeah.
And do you have any grand plans for New York Squash Club beyond? I mean, you're already doing almost. It's like 4 a month. Right?
Yeah. For March, we've got I think 6 actually on the books. So a couple general goals. One, getting it running smoothly, moving the registration to Open Squash was a great step for us just to sort of formalize it and make it a little bit more self-sustaining. I would love to see us do a little bit more tournament type activity. So we're doing our own tournament ourselves tomorrow for the first time. We'll see how it goes. Right before we met, I was working on our brackets. So we'll see if I got that about right. We're going to do kind of 4 groups. So beginner, advanced beginner, intermediate, and
I was going to say, because if you have like people who played Varsity and people who just picked up a racket, that's
I think one that also speaks to our overall goal is to make it welcoming, easy for people to connect with us. And again, some folks have lots of squash experience, and other people, I think most of the world has never held a squash racket. So
yes, I think that's definitely true.
Doing beginner nights, trying to make it as easy for folks to come and check it out.
Oh, do you actually have that?
Yeah, we've done a couple beginner nights, and then what we've also done is if someone reaches out and they've never played, one of us who are kind of more active, make sure we give them a kind of mini lesson, show them the ropes a little bit, make sure that it's as welcoming as possible.
Is there a message you'd like to give anyone who wants to know more about the New York Squash Club?
I mean, first, playing squash is a lot of fun. It's a great workout, and our goal has been to make it as easy as possible for people to come and try out the game, and I think we're doing that really well. So I think the message would be if you've never played squash, come give it a try, and we're happy to show you the ropes and make it a fun and welcoming experience.
It's fantastic. So thank you
absolutely.
for reaching out to your community and bringing them here.
Yeah.
It's just amazing. Have you, as people have started playing, Have you found any that have sort of taken it up more regularly, or do they stick to your round robins?
Yeah, so we've got a couple folks that have joined Open Squash. And it's almost, I feel almost a little jealous when I see people that came, just a little jealous, but people that discovered squash through us and are now out, I see them out and about, and they tell me how they played someone else that they met. They just booked their own match. And a lot of folks have just taken to it, and now it's, for them, part of their life, their fitness routine, their social routines. That's been really gratifying. It's a good workout. I wear my Apple Watch. I turn it on to the squash setting and look forward to seeing how many.
Apple Watch has
yeah,
a squash
it's
session
a whole.
now.
Yeah, you can.
I'm a
Whoop
Whoop fella.
Yeah. Yeah, and I find it's also it's good mobility, it's good cardio, and I think the other piece is, if I go to the gym and I'm lifting weights, I have my headphones in. Squash is very social. You're talking to the person you're playing.
Yeah.
We usually have 16 to 25 people here on the evenings, Thursday evenings or Sunday afternoon. So it's also a great way for me to see my friends. So it's really it's checking all the boxes.
Have you found it's expanded your friend group at all?
Quite a bit, actually. It's been a great way to make new friends. I've got my boyfriend to play squash for the first time. He's coming tomorrow. He's going to be in the
big, he hasn't done it yet.
Oh, he has, but tomorrow he's going to come for our tournament. So he's going to be in the beginner bracket with a couple of our friends. So that's also been, just an unexpected bonus. He thought it was a little mysterious. I'm going to Wall Street on a Thursday night, and I get home at 10:30 p.m. with my gym bag. He's like, "What is this squash thing?" And then he came down and he saw it. He's like, "This is amazing." He had a lot of fun. So it's been great.
That is great. That is great. I just did a similar thing with my work buddies. I brought them in and made them all play squash, and they're like, "Wow, this is a lot of fun."
Yeah,
it's amazing.
So a guy that I work with mentioned that he had played squash a little bit in college. So I had him come, this is down in Baltimore, so I had him come play with me and a couple buddies. And I said, it's a guy I work with, he's said he's played a little bit. He shows up, beats us all, straight games, every single one of us. And afterwards, one of my friends is like, "So you've played a little?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, I played at Georgetown." So it's great when you uncover these folks who have this deep squash background and never mention it, and then all of a sudden you found this new thing to connect with.
Yeah, a new dimension. Well, Matt, thank you so much for coming to talk to me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thanks to Open Squash for hosting us.
Yeah.
And we're really grateful, and we're excited to keep doing this.
I'm very, very excited that you found us as your home.
Appreciate it. Thank you.